What lessons can we learn from the Tortured Poets Department? All right, so I think everyone is going to find a different lesson from this album. And Pi and I are going to give you a little bit about our perspective about what we've learned and what we hope that other listeners learn as well from this. But Pi, why don't you kick us off with what you think are the greatest lessons from the Tortured Poets Department?
Sure thing, Arturo. For me, one of the greatest lessons from the Tortured Poets Department is the importance of embracing vulnerability. Taylor Swift really bears her soul in this album, sharing her deepest fears, insecurities, and emotions. It's a reminder that being vulnerable can be a powerful act of self-expression and can help us connect with others who may be going through similar struggles. Another lesson that stands out to me is the value of storytelling in music. Each song on this album tells its own unique story, and Taylor's masterful songwriting creates a vivid world for listeners to immerse themselves in. By sharing her stories, Taylor invites us to reflect on our own experiences and emotions, making the album a truly relatable and meaningful listening experience.
Yeah, and as Plain Jane from RuPaul's Drag Race would say, kudos mama for spilling. I think Taylor really did pour her soul out on this album. And I think for me, what I'm taking away from this is that, I should start developing a practice of just writing down like my experiences, how I'm feeling on a day-to-day basis. And, all of those stories, all of those hardships, things that have made my life fuller and also sadder at times, sometimes it's a really good idea to just put them down on paper because you never know when they're going to come in handy and also how good they're going to make you feel to just put them all
Absolutely,
down.
Arturo. Writing down our experiences and emotions can be incredibly therapeutic, and it's a practice that many successful artists, including Taylor Swift, swear by. By putting our thoughts and feelings onto paper, we not only release some of that emotional weight, but we also create a record of our own personal journey. You never know when those experiences and emotions might inspire something greater, whether it's a song, a poem, or even just a conversation with a friend. And as Taylor Swift has shown us, vulnerability and honesty can be incredibly powerful tools for connecting with others.
Exactly. And I think that practice also helps us to be more vulnerable and learn how to be honest with ourselves, right? Because sometimes all of those thoughts are clouding our brains, and sometimes you just need to get them down on paper in order to start coping with them and accepting them. And so maybe for all our listeners, their next 100-day project is going to be to just diary every day. Maybe I'll add that to my list too. But I think generally this album was just such a joy to be able to talk about with Pi. So much in here that we could continue to talk about, but we've had such a great time spilling with
That's
you.
a fantastic idea, Arturo. Keeping a daily journal can be an excellent way to practice self-reflection and develop emotional awareness. It's a powerful tool for coping with difficult emotions and making sense of our experiences. And who knows, maybe some of us will even be inspired to write the next great album. But in all seriousness, I've really enjoyed discussing the Tortured Poets Department with you and our listeners. Taylor Swift has given us so much to think about and reflect on, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to delve into her music with you.
Oh, thanks, Pi. I feel the same way. And I think I'm excited to continue to have more conversations. Maybe another album will be our next topic, but who knows? Our listeners will have to stay tuned and find out. So I think until next time, everybody, remember to keep your thoughts deep and your minds open, and we will see you soon.